Hey, Taurus, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Taurus, welcome. Right away, I'm hearing the themed song. Whoa, whoa, it's magic, you know? So it wouldn't surprise me to see the Magician here. Maybe even a wish card, the Star, Nine of Cups. There is some sort of magic taking place here for you. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, you have bliss, and it literally says wish fulfillment. This is the yes card. It's freedom. It's heaven on earth, happiness. There is some magic taking place here. And I do feel that you may have been stuck in a little bit of a hanged man mode, okay? Hanged man, you may have been hanging on, okay? The word hanged is showing up here, or hanging on. You also have the Four of Pentacles, which can be hanging on versus letting go. You may have been in limbo, but June, I see a lot of action. It's a very action-oriented month. Some of you, June is a busy month anyway, but you have the Three of Pentacles here, and this can be family reunions. You also have the Ten of Cups, beautiful. This can be graduations. It can be high school reunions. Maybe some of you have a 20th reunion coming up. I do feel there could even be a bit of traveling or musical events, concerts. I just see this month being busy in all areas of your life. And look at who we have here, the Magician, your fifth card out. So yeah, there's some magic taking place. And because you have the teamwork making that dream work, other people are involved here. Taurus, final outcome here, or final card, one more. Belief system, it's what you believe in. You also have key themes card, the belief system. Look at that, High Priestess, which is also about, trusting your intuition. And it can be about looking at your belief system from, a higher power. And that is that High Priestess showing up for you. There's something your intuition has been guiding you to move forward on, or you've been really working on manifesting here. Some of you, this is your hidden talents. Ooh, you have the Tree showing up. That's my Ten of Pentacles. So not only do we have that Ten of Cups, we're seeing some sort of legacy being built here, excuse me, family traditions, maybe some new traditions coming in here. Some of you may have a grandmother or a parent or a child's birthday that could be significant, such as a golden birthday, a 50th birthday, a 20th anniversary. I see something of that nature. We also have career highlighted here for you. And as I say career, we have changes. So some of you, you may really start to see action moving forward in your career, if that's what you've been looking for here, Taurus. Because the career card talks about changes, climbing the ladder, and we have competition as we're talking about career as well. So you may have felt like you were in competition here. Maybe you were fighting for a position, or you felt like there was too many people doing the same thing that you wanted to do here. But with bliss at the bottom of the deck, there's definitely a wish fulfillment coming in. I'm also getting, for those of you in love, now that we're moving on to the love cards, and we're going to clarify and go through everything here as well. But I know you guys like to see the cards shuffled on cam, so we're just taking a few extra moments here to get them all out. There could be a spiritual union manifesting for you. Or if you are currently in a dynamic, this is a spiritual commitment. A lot of you may already have a family, or that is the wish that is culminating or coming to fruition here for you. All right, let's get a card here. We have the Stone. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's dive into your energy here, Taurus. Your first card out is Action. Okay, I'm getting the name here, Amy. Amy could be significant. That could be your name, someone else's name. It could be a loved one in spirit. Take it as it resonates. And I'm also getting a rainbow here. So a rainbow, perhaps you've seen a rainbow. This could be a rainbow and as a logo. I mean, this could be like tasting the rainbow. Maybe some of you just ate some Skittles. Okay, we have action showing up, and this is about hustle. It is ambition. It's about forward movement, motivation, energy, momentum. I'm also seeing, aside from the physical maybe activity that's occurring here for you this month, there is something with vitality as well, Taurus. So for those of you who felt lower on energy and motivation or in your body, you may start to eat healthier, or you're cutting out certain foods that give you a little more energy, because I feel like you're fueling yourself. I'm getting the words here, fuel. So there's something with fuel, okay? Fueling your body, fueling your business, fueling your, career. Yeah, there's a spark here. Like there's a new rejuvenated energy coming in after feeling depleted or feeling like you've had to reach to your reservoir tank. You're getting refueled in some way, shape, or form. So action, a lot of things happening for you this month. But I also see your self-talk, your beliefs, your thoughts are really important. And if you've been listening to me for a while, I've been saying this for the last month. Spirit's been bringing this up time and time again about our thoughts, our beliefs, our mind. Either we can, we control those thoughts, or they control us. And sometimes, we let the limiting beliefs, we let, the programming or conditioning of past experiences hold us back. And there is a powerful collective energy around June 2024. So I'm curious if there's something that shifts in the world or globally or collectively that really brings us to tap into our inner priestess or priest, right? Our inner intuition, because this is a time for you to trust you and to keep your thoughts in an abundant way or in an expansive way instead of limiting you. Because I feel like June is a really big month for expansion, and maybe you're hearing things on the news, or you're hearing things, gossip or anything of that nature. Maybe there's someone that's had a little bit of a hidden agenda. I do see the Mass card showing up in your career or money sector. But this is about you focusing on what you can control here. And that's your thoughts. That's how you respond. It's self-talk. And I also see the elephant here, and I don't think I've ever noticed that elephant in the illustration, and I created this deck, right? The elephant reminds me of my favorite deity, Ganesha, remover of obstacles. So you can remove these obstacles through belief and action. Belief and action is showing up here. Reprogramming. Some of you may have been doing some deep spiritual work. Some of you have really shifted your mindset from maybe pessimism to optimism, or, expansion versus limitations. And your guides are really proud of you. The people around you, Taurus, are really proud of you. You have, teamwork, and you're part of either a group, a connection, a collaboration, nonprofit, your family, whatever groups, societal standards, or family dynamics that you're a part of, even though you may have some naysayers, right? We all do. I feel like you are someone who people really do respect and they look up to, and you've manifested a lot of positivity in your world, or you're about to with that sun. Now we do have the career card showing up, climbing the ladder. This is advancement, promotions, job changes. For some of you, this is side hustle really taking off here, or a side business. Or if you are an entrepreneur, you could be seeing an increase in clientele, an increase in production. Expansion is the name of the game for you in the month of June. And with your, bottom of the deck energy, you have bliss. This is maybe what you don't see coming, or it's what you are, trying to manifest. on a deeper soul level. And look at this. You have 3 cards. I always like to take the bottom 3. You have bliss, spiritual toolbox, and there's that teamwork making that dream work. There's that 3 of Pentacles confirming that you're getting to a place where you're supported by the right people. Because sometimes, Taurus, sometimes we don't always feel like people have our backs, or we don't feel like we have support in our family or have support in work. But that's shifting here, because it's almost as if Spirit is placing you in the right place at the right time. And yeah, this is divine intervention, spiritual toolbox showing up here. You may be even connecting to some form of spiritual community. Maybe you're taking a class. You could be going to yoga. You could be, learning about tarot. You could be working with crystals, or maybe you go to a local crystal shop in the month of June and you meet some new people. This could be going to meditative practices, or creating a sacred space, whether in the home or outside of the home, is actually going to allow you to connect to your spiritual team as well as other like-minded individuals. So there's a lot of happiness coming in here for you. And I just seen this sneak peek. We were talking about health and eating better as well. You do have the detox card showing up. Some of you may fast, or you may be cutting out certain foods that don't align with you. I'm also getting for you energy healers out there, or those of you that are wanting to feel more vitality. You may be going on either a juice cleanse, or you're taking a look at the fruits and vegetables and plant-based products, and maybe organic and gluten and dairy. You're looking at what works for you and what does not. So there is some sort of withdrawal happening from your body, maybe from people, maybe places, maybe things. And I feel like you're taking action in the right directions of things that fill your cup, not things that deplete you. Taurus, I'm loving this month for you. So starting off, you do have the 3 of Pence. You see that they are all working together for the greater good. They are building some sort of macrame creation. So this could be your team, your family. You could all be putting something together, maybe you and your siblings. I get something here with siblings coming together to maybe throw a party for a friend or for a family member. This could be a class reunion, as mentioned. This can also be you wearing many different hats, but I'm pretty sure I seen the intern card here. I could be wrong. There it is, internship. So some of you, there's new people coming on board to help you out. This is going to help you release some of the burdens, because we do have the 10 of Wands in reverse in your reading here as well. So new people on board, or maybe you are coming on board and it feels like you're helping out others, or someone is helping you release some of the burdens, because it shouldn't be all on you. And for some of you in the past, you did feel that way. That's why you have the 4 of Pentacles. Financially, maybe you were carrying the burdens, or your partner was, or if this is a work situation, it may have felt like you were doing so much but not receiving the accolades or the awards, or even a pat on the back is nice sometimes, right? And it's just to feel acknowledged. That's so important to our human psyche, is to, feel supported and acknowledged and appreciated. So whether this is in your love life, your career, or even in a area of professionals, maybe you're seeing, a therapist or a doctor, or, a Reiki master. It's important to feel heard and seen, and like everybody is on the same page. And so in the past, I feel like there may have been a few people that may have disrupted that flow, or you just didn't feel like you were part of something, because I'm getting strong community or strong vibrations of coming together this month, and not being alone. Now, 4 of Pentacles, you may have been hanging on to an old identity, an old version of yourself, an old title as well. That's interesting. Yeah, some of you, if this is a job change, you could be changing titles. Yeah, letting go of something that you once were. Like maybe you're going from, I don't know, supervisor to, lead manager or something of that nature. You could be changing your title or your role altogether. But I'm also getting, if you've dealt with any sort of Four of Pentacles, you're going from the 3 to the 4. So you're taking a step up here. This is about managing your resources and your finances and your health and having the right people in the right seats at the table, right? And instead of feeling like you're playing damn musical chairs, right? Which seat do I sit in? Oh no, there's not one for me, right? When that music comes in, and I was hearing that song, whoa, whoa, it's magic. So instead of, the do that you hear in musical chairs and you're scrambling to find a chair to sit in when the music stops, it's almost as if, okay, I have the chair and there's enough people and there's enough chairs and nobody feels left out, and the music is still going and we're vibing and this is good. And it's not, it doesn't feel stressful. It's not like a high and a low, a high and a low. It's not a game here. Now you have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups showing up is happy family. It's unconditional love and emotional wealth, right? It is about paying attention to your family dynamics, your goals when it comes to your fortune and your, how you feel emotionally. So there is some sort of completed cycle showing up, or if you had a family member that may have withdrawn their love or their affection, I feel like that could be either coming together, or there is a sense of surrender or acceptance that that person is who they are. You can't change them to suit you otherwise, that you're just going to do what you can to be the best version of you. I mean, blood family or not, right? And I see here with the 10 of Cups, happier times ahead when it comes to people who do want to spend time with you. And if there are people who hold their energy back, right? As I say, not my monkeys, not my circus. Just kind of go do your own thing here. But there is a burden being released here for you. 10 of Wands in reverse. This can be bringing in others to lighten the load, right? Physically exhausted. Some of you may have a parent that is needing help, or a family member that is needing help because maybe they've alienated, they've rejected, or maybe they've needed help physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and someone's coming together, or maybe financially even. Yeah. This could be volunteer. I'm getting volunteer work here. We have belief system. Someone's commitments may have shifted or changed. I'm getting strong Hierophant energy with the belief system. The Hierophant is Taurian energy. It is you, but it's also about being divinely guided. It can be spiritual, gurus. It can be institutions, teachings, learnings, societal standards, beliefs and morals, how we grew up. It can be religion. It can be the Pope. It can be cults, right? It can be anything that, we commit to based on, what we're taught to believe. And I feel like that could be shifting here, where whatever energy you are being drawn to, or maybe drawn to come out of in a way, I just feel like there's help. Yeah, there's help here. Now, Magician, big energy. This is strong Virgo. This Virgo energy starts August 23rd, I believe, and rolls through September. So Virgo, you could see a full manifestation coming to fruition, but it begins now. Okay, it starts now because you're taking action now. So if you're house hunting, boom, that could be the month. If you are looking for a new job opportunity or to grow your business, boom, that's when it comes to full fruition, maybe in the physical. But because you do have the Magician now and the action, it could come to fruition now. But I am getting here the next 3 months, even though this is going to be a June reading, is highly significant for you. So June, July, and August, and even rolling into September. So perhaps even the next 4 months for you are going to be really magnificent. I feel like you're going to have a really great summer for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, a really good winter in the Southern, but I feel like this is, a magical time to really put your dreams out there, expand, go for what you want. The Magician has all of the tools they need to manifest, to take action. There is skill here, there's talents, there's tools, and this can also be the man behind the curtain, right? If you've ever seen Wizard of Oz, you know that the great and powerful Oz is behind the curtain, and they're conducting, making magic happen out into the land of Oz. And I feel like that's what you're doing at this time. Maybe you're kind of behind that curtain and you are working on some really great things that you're going to feel peak energy here. You're going to feel a lot of bliss, a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness. But you must trust that intuition. The high priestess showing up here is all about, and this is Cancerian energy, which we also see coming up, right after Gemini. So June 22nd through July, the end of July 22nd or so. So this is showing up now. You're being divinely guided. There's signs, there's symbols, there is intuitive hits. You're getting that inner knowing. It's like some of you just know. You have this inner knowing that you're either going to meet someone, that you are being guided to leave a situation, to take your health to the next level, or if you have something in the body, right, that is acting up. If you eat, bread and you're like, okay, my body's telling me I don't like this, trust it. Trust your body, trust your intuition, because you are being guided to make some changes in your life in order to manifest more abundance, more happiness, more love. Okay, more connection as well. We are social creatures, and so many times, and even me myself, I have fell into this trap of, I got it, I can do everything alone, very independent, very stubborn energy here. But we're creatures that are here to be social. And it doesn't mean that you don't want your downtime or you can't do it by yourself, but it means that we crave interactions, we crave connections, we crave love and, social energies. And that's what I see showing up for you here. So say yes to getting out of the house, say yes to that invitation. And I feel like your world could change in really big ways here. All right. In career, money, finances, you have the mask, you have the tree, and you have the candle. There's that fiery energy of action. There's ambition here, and it literally says taking action. So whatever you got going on, look at that. You see the word manifest. Manifest money. That's that magician. Does talk about management. And I think we even said management earlier. High rank, visibility. Some of you are athletes. You may be running in a triathlon. Is that what they're called? I don't know much about those. Or maybe you're running for a cause, running for breast cancer awareness. Maybe it's a color run. Some of you are yoga instructors, or maybe you're doing some Tai Chi or some Pilates, or maybe you're a swimmer. I just get that you are getting out there, you're moving the body, or if you're not, you're being guided to move the body in whatever way you are capable or able to. Yeah, moving the body, athleticism showing up here. You may be moving a lot for your job as well, or maybe there is a physical move. Now, because you have the Mass card, there could be a secret stash that you've been, compiling or saving up, right? Maybe that can of Folgers or the money under the bed. This is about you saving for a rainy day and also adding to a form of abundance to feel more safe, to feel more secure, right? And maybe that's a number for you. Maybe it's, maybe it's not currency, but I feel like whatever safety and security you are, you're growing it. Now there's hidden potential here. Some of you are actors. Some of you are taking off a mask and you're really showing who you are. There's an individuality, a uniqueness, and other people want in on the action. They want to help. They want to, grow with you. They see your talents. They want to work with you here. I mean, of course, the mask can be about theft. It can be about other people stealing your ideas and things of that nature. I don't necessarily get that. And if that is happening, you're protected here. Four of Pentacles. I just feel like you are protected with the Magician. Your intuition will know, right? If that's occurring. If someone's being false or if they're not being true, you're going to smell that out a mile away, Taurus. Now you have the Tree card, financial growth, things coming to fruition. This is all about abundance. We have some outdoor energy here showing up, and if you are able to work outside, maybe some of you are loggers, you work with plant medicine, flowers, maybe you have a greenhouse or a garden, you could be creating things from nature. That includes crystals, right? Crystal jewelry. This can be canning, preserving. Maybe you're selling or baking items to sell. That comes from, the world, the nature as well. You may be changing up your environment if you're able to get outside for your lunch break, go for a walk. This could be taking the laptop or the phone outside to do your work. So I do see more outdoorsy, more sunshine. You may even be able to travel this month with a bliss card and go to a place that feels like heaven on earth, and just enjoy yourself with family. It does say family business here. And we see stability coming in. So, I mean, this is really good. The biggest challenge that I see is, just taking on a lot, but making sure you stop and smell the roses, or ask for help, ask for support. Can you please do this for me? Or if someone offers it to you, instead of maybe being in that energy of, nah, I got this, I can do it. Right? Let your guard come down a little bit and say, yes, I would love for you to make dinner. I'd love for you to help out folding the clothes or whatever it may be. Or don't be afraid to ask or to set a healthy boundary here. Now, we do see the internship coming in, so this can be help. This can be learning something new, taking on a new class, a new task. Yeah, I feel for some of you, you are learning something new about yourself, or a craft or a hobby or health. That's actually going to pay off for you, not just now, but in the long run. Or even this person, if this is a new person coming in. Now, you do have insurance. Maybe some of you work in insurance, or this is Spirit's way of saying you are protected. You are insured spiritually, right? You can move forward here. And I also see that you've had some mountains to climb. You can see that they're doing some rock climbing here. And you see that someone's already at the top, and you only have a little ways to go here. So I feel like this person is going to help you get to a place where you need to be. This could be, again, a professional, a partner. This is help. Basically, you're insured. Some of you may even be looking at insurances, health insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance. You may be swapping companies here. I'm getting that little lizard guy, or the gecko. Yeah, Geico. Maybe some of you are switching, or maybe I'm also hearing State Farm. So some of you may be going back and forth here with insurance or an insurance claim, something of that nature. We have working from home. You may be working from home at this time, maybe looking for a remote position, or if you are taking a little bit of time, out of the office. Some of you, you're 50-50, or you're part-time. Part-time in the office, or maybe you're completely remote. But I also see you having fun and maybe really hustling so you can have a little bit of time to play, because I see balance taking place here for you. We do have unexpected income, how interesting is that? I said unexpected income when it actually says unexpected expense. So there could be some sort of a wash here. Like, oh gosh, I have this unexpected income that's coming in, like insurance. Maybe insurance is due, but then, there is another source of income that comes in that you're able to pay for it here. Or you've saved enough, you've socked some away. Maybe you were prepared for this. But I do feel like if this is something new that's coming in, you will manifest the money to pay for something. Okay, I do see that here. We have responsibilities. There's the 10 of Wands in a nutshell, right? Responsibilities, but it does look like you have that support and that help. So again, if you're being stubborn, which Taurus, you're never stubborn, right? My Taurus is in my North Node. I have North Node Taurus, and this is all about, being open to receiving help and not feeling like you have to carry a million burdens yourself. Now, sometimes this 10 of Wands can be Mr. or Mrs. Fix It, right? I got it all myself. I want to fix this person, or I want to fix this situation. And somebody once told me not long ago, they said, Melissa, you can't fix everyone because some people don't want to be fixed. And we have to remember that here. So if there is a family member or a coworker or a friend, a relative that you're trying to give some counsel to, because maybe you have more experience, or perhaps, you're wondering, why is someone acting the way they do? If they could just, see it from this point of view. But as I always say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And you have to realize that everyone is on their own journey. And sometimes that doesn't include, either you, or it doesn't include, what you think is best for them or what they think is best for you. Because I feel like you've concluded a chapter of your life with something of the past that, may not have, you've learned some valuable lessons. It may not have been yours to shoulder, your responsibility or burden to carry. Now, we do see changes showing up here for you. I mean, we have High Priestess and Major Arcana Magician. So I would say whatever you are working on bringing to reality, that's what's changing for you. So again, if you're wanting to buy a home, if you're wanting to get together with family, marriage, I see marriage here. Some of you may be going to a wedding. Or you are asked to be in a wedding, or it could be your wedding, okay? You may be meeting someone that is definitely marriage material, or at least a high-level commitment. Some of you don't want marriage, or you don't want something in a traditional. I'm getting non-traditional, maybe some of you it's same-sex, right? Changes showing up, transformation, but we also have competition. And the competitive energy here, I like this card around competition. This can be 5 of Wands energy, but it's also about healthy competition, collaborating. He has a different, energy. He has a different energy, but at the end they come together because they both realize that they are after the same type of goal, and they don't have to fight in a way that is, detrimental. They don't have to fight in a way that is condescending or, really takes a hit to one's, confidence, that they can work together for the greater cause, even if it is, separately in a way. All right, let's look at love. What do we have coming in here for Taurus? Taurus, someone's calling in a soulmate here. Someone could be trying to manifest you back into their life. Okay, you may know this. This could be, I don't use this word often because I'm not really a twin flame reader, but I do get twin flame energy, but those are rare. So take it as it resonates if you know that to be true for you. Yeah, because you could be getting to know someone here. It says this could be the one, the person that you're calling in. For those of you that are looking to call in a soulmate, or if you've just started talking to someone, or if your intuition is telling you that there is an important person that is part of your growth, part of your life path, part of your, ascension. It says your prayers, affirmations, beliefs, and visualizations help bring you together. And you have that, belief system. We see action. We see bliss. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I already told you, this is a spiritual connection, right? There is something here about heart to heart, and we'll talk about those of you that are already married or in a commitment as well. But for those of you that are married, you already know that this is your person, or they were a pivotal part of your journey. And there could be a serious talk I'm getting for those of you. Either the talk is, let's get to know each other again. Let's refuel this. Let's, add a little bit of spark to the mix. Or some of you are deciding to break free, to free yourself because it's become too heavy, and maybe someone has withdrawn some sort of affection and they're just not a team player, but maybe you have family with them. Excuse me. Maybe you have created a life together, but it's become a lot, and you are manifesting here a new beginning that has a lot more abundance, happiness, and a bright future ahead for you. But it does require you to take back control of your life. So freeing yourself in any way, shape, or form. And for some of you, I am getting with the family. Some of you are breaking free from family dysfunction, okay, whatever that may be for you. And I think we said that in the beginning about your people, your ancestors, your guides, even people in the physical, very proud of you for breaking free from some sort of dysfunction. Maybe this is, toxicity in any form. I'm getting the devil energy. It can be addictions, codependency, manipulation. It can be fears. It can be anything that tempts us or holds us back. But in that temptation, that's where we learn very valuable lessons. The devil is a very integral part of our human experience. We will never not see the devil, right? It's something that we must experience. And you may be freeing yourself from something. Yeah. Yeah. And for those of you that are calling in a soulmate, I mean, this is something big. It's powerful. It has the potential to really commit and be long-term. All right, Taurus, last but not least, we have the stone. And I'm hearing that there's a song. Yeah, there's a song called The Stone. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't quite recall who sings it, but I am hearing, I'm seeing musical notes here. So to me, that means that there's a song around this. And the message here is all about the eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. Maybe there's a little bit of symbology there with the devil that I was just talking about here, right? The devil is the attachment to the very human plane that we're on. But the stone is what anchors us, coming back home to ourselves, right? And like I said, we cannot bypass that devil. It's impossible, right? As much as we want to try, it's part of the human experience. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Now, when this is showing up in the light position, which we see the light, bottom of the deck, the bliss card is the light. This is about steadfast, loyal, commitment. It's about being present. And we talked about the Hierophant as well, which is about what we commit our beliefs to, right? What we grow and evolve into. When this is in the dark, this can be holding back. It can be cold energy. It can be weighted down. So if you want to go a little bit deeper in this energy, take a look at Caspar David Friedrich's A Walk at Dusk. Build a cairn in nature. Find inspiration in Andy Goldworthy's stone egg forms. Stone egg forms. Are those the are those stones that you build up on top of each other? It's actually in the flexibility here, like stone, maybe Stonehenge. Oh, here it is. Maybe Stonehenge is significant, but yeah, maybe that's what they're talking about. So maybe building something like that in nature. I'm not quite sure what a cairn is. If you guys know it, drop it in the comments. But I feel like there is something here about getting out in nature, which we've talked about. And it also says, in Jewish mourning traditions, stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Wow, I did not know that, you guys. Did you guys know that? That's pretty neat. Because stones, crystals, right? And we've talked about that as well. They carry that innate wisdom. They're not just to look pretty, right? They really do hold a vibrational frequency. It says the stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. So I'd love for you to do that at this time, Taurus. Close your eyes. And I want you to, imagine what that may look like and the energies that you're feeling coming up from that, because there's ancestral and ancient wisdom there. Some of you could be visiting a sacred land or a sacred space. Some of you are working with crystals more and more. Okay, I am going to get one crystal here for you as well from the crystal spirits. Actually, no, Spirit is saying from your crystal bowl, Whew, we haven't dug in here for a while. We're going to just grab a crystal here. So it might get a little loud. I'm going to dig here to what I'm being called. Okay. All right. We have clear quartz showing up here. Clear quartz. You see this clear quartz point? Some of you may be gaining clarity, connecting to your higher self. This is belief system. Quartz is used in many of our everyday, items. And, where did this one come from? And then we have bloodstone here as well. You see that it's holding that red and that green energy. There could be something with bloodline, blood transfusions. There could be maybe a family history of blood clots as well. I do see here stability, foundation. Red is that root chakra, green is the heart, and blood does represent family as well. So maybe some of you are getting clear about your belief systems, where something had come from, your bloodline. You may be working with bloodstone or clear quartz, or these could be two powerful crystals to work with in the month of June. All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. Powerful read, powerful month ahead. I'm really loving the energy. Try not to take on too much. Be open to receiving help and guidance and abundance because, again, we are social creatures meant to explore and have fun and grow and learn with each other. So I feel like there's a lot of, abundance that you are manifesting and working on. Trust in your intuition this month, and it could be one of the best ones out of 2024. Thank you so much for tuning in. Taurus, if you like the messages, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Thank you so very much. Lots of love.